bite from a cake and eat it too. But I have no one to call my friends, tell my troubles to. Now I got big bikes that causes plenty, my heart is oh so blue. 'Cause I have no donkey.
The purpose of this picnic was to basically celebrate the kind of things that, you know, the kind of the reopening of the whole lake. And one of the other goals was to just establish some communication. There are villagers over there, and the DNR, of course, owns the first 65 feet, and the hiking path goes around there. And a lot of times the villagers, that's kind of their backyard, so they maintain it. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to have them all talk to each other and kind of have some mutual goals for the whole park. So that is it in the celebration. And then, of course, just introducing people to the fact that it's here, because I still run into people in Oskaloosa that don't know Lake Keomah's here. And then having been closed almost 30 years, a lot of people still are not aware that the beach and boathouse has been open. And we went down to Wapello, and at first we're a little like jaw-dropped at how big their operation was, and that's a Friends of Keomah, or a Friends of Wapello group, and then found out it took them 15 years to get to the point where they got. So this year has been, like I said, the introductory year, the cleaning of the beach, the cleaning of the water. But a lot of credit goes to your ranger, because even though he has a limited budget, he's the one that did all this mowing and keeps things mowed up and provided some things. And the ranger, Chad, is going to go up there in the spring and clear some of those trees out. So we'll be using those trees to redo that boathouse, and then that's going to be a dog park. Yeah. And the dog parks, just mainly because we get a lot of campers and they have dogs and they come walking down, you know, there on the beach. And technically you can't have a dog on the beach. You can certainly have them anywhere in the park on a leash. So our thinking was people can let their dogs run up there. So that's the big project, the redoing of the boathouse, timbers, and the dog park. This is a CCC building, and I think the big thing is there's a lot of nostalgia because most of the people here in town have spent their childhood here. But yeah, as far as historic preservation, it's kind of disconcerting to come out here through the years and watch that building deteriorate. And of course the CCC did those projects in '37, and I think part of my motivation was to make sure that help you know, people understand these buildings, appreciate them, and do anything we can to help improve them. So that's a big thing, yeah. And part of it is I used to come out here kind of as a private person and just drive through here every few days for the last few years, and it just kind of, you know, gnawed on me that the taxpayers are paying for it, you know, and yet we're not making the highest and best use of it. So a lot of the population, a lot of the people that come out here are the nostalgic older people. We all remember times when these two levels of parking were completely full, and when you could not get a place on the beach, couldn't get a place for a blanket. I don't know what kind of a crowd is going to happen. I don't think a lot of the more nostalgic people come out here to use it because we're older than to go down there and lie on the beach. But I'm hoping that the younger people will get that same feeling and kind of recreate that feeling for them. I have a Facebook page, but there's actually a website, Keomah, www.keomah.com, and that business plan is on there, and all the links to the DNR are on there. But when I began this, I did have to give the DNR a business plan, so it kind of has all those projects delineated. But the big thing that I think the public doesn't always understand is when you have volunteers, they don't need to just call and come and mow. We can use volunteers that can actually build the deck, clear the forest, all the things that can be done. And all they have to do is we just chat with the ranger, and then of course he has to go through the things for the DNR. But if we could get the high school industrial arts group or Boy Scout leaders, if they're working on their conservation badges or that sort of thing, those groups are welcome, and they just need to contact talk to Chatterai. And I think probably involves making a little diagram or writing your project, and then just come to one of us, and then we'll just go past the DNR. And with approval, we can get the labor and even some of the building materials. So, yeah, that's what we need is the public involved.